Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Tabi pun.
Iya
Iya
pun.
Is it Anyong?
Anyong. Yes,
Anyong.
Lampung is Anyong.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Alright.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Good
Oh, it's
afternoon,
gone,
everyone. Welcome
Yeah, in
to
Australia we call it. In Australia we call it. Oh, it's gone, Moy.
oh,
Cukup lanjutkan.
Like tabik pun.
Tabi pun. Alright. Welcome to our PBI sharing session webinar entitled Sahabat Teknologi DIY 2024 Berbagi. My name is Istiqomah and I am honored to be your moderator today. Today's session will focus on how technology can assist in differentiated instruction and how you can integrate simple text into your classroom to enhance the learning experience. Before we begin, let me introduce our esteemed speakers for today's session. The first one is we have Dr. Laili Amin Fajaria MPD from SMPN 5 Panggangan ya Miss ya, Gunung Kidul DIY.
Not Panggangan, just at the end behind in the end ya, Panggang.
Panggang, sorry.
Panggangan is something to bake.
Rostina Bill,
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. And then she will be presenting on her, what's that? The presentation entitled BEST. What is BEST? We will discuss it later. Yeah, technology assisted differentiated instruction. And then we also have Ibu Debbie Masnora Harahap, SPD MPD from SMKN 1. I wish that I'm not mispronounce it. Gelipar, Gunung Kidul, Yogyakarta. Ngelipar or gelipar?
No, ngelipar.
Ngelipar. Okay, ngelipar. Okay, she will talk about simply text in your classroom. And Miss Debbie will be with Miss Dian Reftiawati MPD from UIN Raden Intan Lampung as well. Our session actually will run from 3:30 to 5 Jakarta time. And then we will start with the presentation from each of our speakers, followed by a question and answer session. So please feel free to post your question in the chat box and we will address them after the presentation. So let's begin with our first speaker, Dr. Laili Amin Fajaria MPD. But let me highlight her CV first. Actually, Dr. Laili is very experienced English teacher currently serving at SMPN 5 Panggang since 2010 ya Miss ya.
Yes.
And also a part of PPG Daljab UNY starting from 2020. So for you as the pre-service teachers, you can contact her regarding to PPG if you are curious what PPG is later on. And then she also has an extensive educational background, holding a doctoral in in research and educational evaluation from Yogyakarta State University, which she completed in 2023. Prior to that, she earned her master's in applied linguistics in 2014 and a bachelor in English education in 2009. Triple UNY. So she is really UNYers.
Loyal ya.
Loyal, so loyal to Yogyakarta State University. Her research interests are diverse and focus on practical and impactful areas in education, including differentiated instruction and assessment, ICT integration in English teaching, TAVL, digital storytelling, and language assessment. She also has actively published and disseminated her work, particularly on technology-assisted differentiated instruction or BAS and assessment for junior high school students. Actually, there are so many things that I would like to read from her CV, but since we don't have much time, that I think it will be better for her to start her presentation, and then we can see what kind of insight lesson from her for this 30 minutes. Okay, so without further ado, Miss Lely, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Istiqomah Nur Rahmawati. Actually, she used to be my juragan, yeah, when we were in the English education department in our bachelor degree. She's my ini apa namanya juragan bahasa Inggrisnya apa?
Bos ya.
Okay, thank you for the time. Tabik pun, right?
Yep.
Tabik pun, yeah. Okay, let me share my presentation. Is it okay?
Okay.
Is everything okay there? Yeah, can you read my slide?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
okay. Well, the title of my presentation or my best practice is BEST itself. BEST stands for Buffet English Speaking Tasks, and as we know, buffet is prasmanan in Bahasa Indonesia, when we can eat many things, yeah, as much as we want. Of course, you can eat much actually, and you can eat anything that you want, anything that really suits your taste. But here it's not about the food, it's about buffet English speaking task. It's about the tasks, the various tasks. And what's more, let's see the next information. And here I try to integrate, or I try to use technology to implement differentiated instruction in my classroom. Oh. Okay, so as mentioned by Miss Isti, I'm an English teacher at a junior high school since 2010. And you can go to my Instagram account. Ini mau cari follower ya, naga-naganya ya. At Laili Amin Fajaria, if you want to know more about me or you want to text me through the DM if you need some information, especially related to the school life. If you want to have your PLP or your teaching practice, maybe you need some inspirations. Okay, and can I ask you to type something in the chat box, everyone? Can you type in the text box so we can have an interactive activity now?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so I have two options to have in your fasting break. Which one do you prefer? Es teler, durian, or cola? Okay, some of you prefer A. I prefer A. One even forgot what the name of the things is. Okay, prefer A. This is es teler. Cola is better than es teler. Really, Mas Aditya think that cola is better than es teler. And Salsalia prefer es teler. And some of you I read prefer both, gitu ya. Tadi ada yang prefer both. Ada lagi yang lain? Can you please type what you think, what the thing that you want to have for your fasting break, whether it is es teler or cola, gitu ya. Or maybe you have, you cannot choose between the two because B for both. B for both, okay. Yeah, because you prefer teh panas gitu ya, hot tea rather than having es teler or cola maybe. Okay, most of you prefer es teler compared to cola ya, but some of you prefer B for both. Like you can eat es teler, but you still can add, you can have your cola gitu ya. And then what about here? Now it's the raining season is coming. Usually we are we are crafting for some foods during the heavy rain. Which one do you prefer? Is it meatball or chicken noodle? Which one? Of course, B. Okay. Sure, mie ayam, both of them. Yeah, Miss Iva ya. Meatball, okay. B stand for mie ayam, okay. Ada yang sampai pakai tanda pentungnya 3 ya. So you choose bakso for sure. Both, yeah. Some of you cannot choose between mie ayam and bakso and prefer both. And anyone here doesn't like mie ayam or bakso? Mie ayam is the good food. Oh, really, Mas Rega? Mie ayam is the best food in the world. Mie ayam pure. Okay, chicken noodle becomes one of the favorite ya. Oh, di sana mahal ya Pak Satria ya. You can cook by yourself. Most of you choose mie ayam, but still there are some of you mix mie ayam and bakso. Enak sekali ya kayaknya ya, lapar-lapar gini. Okay, next. I have a picture of a K-drama. Maybe some of you are K-drama lovers, or do you Marvel lovers? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer watching K-dramas or do you prefer Marvel? Oke, drakor. Oh, A-nya sampai Mbak
Bagus ya.
Amelia. Long, very, very long A ya. A, oke. A, no debate. 오케이. 그럼 이거는 무슨 드라마예요? Maybe because I'm hopeless, hopeless romantic. Okay.
Queen of Tears예요.
Ya Allah.
아니에요?
그런데 저는 한국어 아직 몰라요.
근데 너 정말 잘했어 한국말.
고마워요. Okay, let's switch into English. Okay, 괜찮아요. Okay, Mbak Siva ya, 괜찮아요. Okay, B because Iron Man ya. Love both, Mbak Anggun. Yeah, some of you maybe love K-dramas, but also love Marvels. And what about next?
Montornya masih ada. Liatin
I
montor.
have, let me see. Omo Kim So-hyun. Oh, sorry. Let me see whether you prefer TikTok or in the age of TikTok gitu ya, or you stay in YouTube. Stay apa ya namanya? Prefer YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Mbak Siva stay YouTube ya. Of course TikTok. YouTube because apa tadi? Cepet banget nih. Who is Windah Basudara? 누구세요, Windah Basudara?
Is the influencer, I guess the
Oh, kelihatan ya saya
creator.
nggak gahul nih. Streamer, Miss. Oke.
You are millennial, Miss.
I
You are not Gen Z,
see.
right?
Oh yeah, like when I was having a session in Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta University, and one of the students asked me questions like, she said, "But I want to ask you a question that is very jurang. What is jurang?" Tapi jurang.
Jurang, yes.
Oh yeah, jurang questions, and I just know what is the meaning of jurang questions.
Between a die and life, right?
We have to learn many languages, yeah, including Sigma Mewing and Skibidi.
Yeah.
Okay, next. What about this? Instagram or Facebook? Oh, FB. There is still FB here. Instagram. Yeah, still Instagram, of course. I know. I guess you will prefer Instagram. But I'm not sure whether the lecturer prefer Instagram or still likes Facebook.
Facebook is more friendlier.
For me, because my Facebook was deactivated and it is difficult to enter Facebook again. I have 3 or 2 years ini ya apa hiatus dari Facebook. Hiatus.
Ya, betul,
Okay,
betul.
FB for the marketplace and Instagram. But I like the answer from Pak Satria. I think we are in the same era, Friendster era with the bling bling. FB never die. Okay, yeah, FB for yeah. Some of you already know when you want to go to the marketplace that you prefer FB, but for the entertainment you can choose Instagram. And next, when you have a have a problem or troubles and then you are galauing, gitu ya. You are sedang galau. What will you do? Whether you talk to your friends or you write down something in your diary or maybe story WA gitu ya. Ya, tapi di Twitter kan. Oke.
XX.
X ya sekarang ya. The name is X ya. Sharing with friends. Okay. Pose. Wow. Cry. Okay. Crying in my room. Me too. Sleep. Wah, that's a good answer ya.
Sound is so Gen
Yeah,
Z.
it's better to sleep rather than wasting the energy. Pray, Masya Allah. Ini Mas Ahlan nih, pray. Neither, just get over it, okay? Better sleep. I see. Barakallah. Masya Allah ya. Okay, so what we are talking right now, you prefer A or B, or some of you prefer A and B. It shows, can you guess what does it show? What this games, masih diary ya? What this game introduce you to? What the game introduce you to? Kira-kira mengenalkan apa ya? What is going to be presented during the game, during choosing A or B? Kira-kira mau ngangkat apa nih? Do you have the same answer? Do you have the same answer? Some of you choose B, or some of you choose A, some of you choose A and B, and some of you choose none of the option, gitu ya. That's what happened in the classroom. That's what happens in the classroom. The students are very diverse. The students very diverse. They have many interests. They have many preferences that are not the same among the students. That's why we need to talk about accommodating those differences, those preferences in the classroom through one of them is through differentiated instructions. And here is the portrait of the classroom in the classroom. Especially now, the classroom must achieve, harus menerima students with special needs gitu ya. So the classroom become inclusive classroom in which students with special needs are there. And some of the students are very fast learners, but some of them are just the average, and some of them are slow in learning, or even with special needs, with various needs, with various preference and diverse needs. This is the ideal classroom that most teachers want. They want to have
Ini dosen lu apa seangkatan?
ya seangkatan sama gua. Nggak bisa ngomong saya. Okay,
Ini.
so Mbak Naisa, are you okay? Okay, so teachers want that the students already have the prior knowledge and they are motivated and active in the classroom. They are interested in the teaching and learning process, and also the teacher become very interested in the teaching and learning process, and there are comprehensive or an authentic assessment in the classroom. But this is the ideal situations. In the reality, not all of those dreams come true. Yeah, in my school, when I greet them in English, sometimes they ask in nggak bisa Inggris, miss. Yeah, and then when a people or a person says nggak bisa, then it's like a mental blocking. Like me, for example, I don't like accounting. So when I have to make like something dealing with SPJ and anggaran and etc., I will be confused and suddenly headache. And the students say that I cannot speak English. So if cannot, then we cannot change that. So I say to my student that it's not you cannot speak English, but you haven't been able to speak. Jadi slowly you can speak someday. Yeah. And now it's better. Right now they can greet me in English. They can answer my instructions in English, and some of the students can lead the classroom in English and do the simple classroom English. But some still malu-malu, yeah, of course. The students have diverse needs, diverse readiness to learn, diverse interests, like what we have learned in the quiz, yeah, diverse learning profile. And the instructional process has not met the students' needs. There is a kind of imbalance practice of the assessment. Usually the assessment is in the end, or assessment of learning only. And what is the challenge in, especially in the speaking class? There are some factors affecting speaking, such as the linguistic factors, the psychological factors, and the environmental factor. I'm sure that you have learned this in your TOEFL class or other subjects, yeah? And let's see for the linguistic factor. In the linguistic factor, the students have to master certain vocabulary to be able to speak, but in my case, some students still have zero vocabulary of English since they just entered the school with no English in the elementary school. And for the grammar, they still don't know how to create a sentence in English, and especially for the pronunciations. This is also the problems of the teachers, yeah. Pronunciation is because English is not our language, and English has unique pronunciation. Like just in this morning, my students presented their text in English and then say, "I will tell you, my friends," and then he baca he is. So like the problems of pronunciation is becoming the challenge, one of the challenge in the linguistic factor. And related to the psychological factors, the students some of the students are confident, but some of them still need motivations to speak. Some of them are afraid of making mistake and anxious when they have to speak. And for the environmental, because English is a foreign language in Indonesia, the exposure, I mean the right exposure, is very limited. Yes, the students now can access the smartphone, but they cannot, they still cannot go to the right exposure. Sometimes the exposure from the games, for example, are not good words, and that is easier to copy. Usually something bad is easy to copy, right? And then also the limited practice in outside the classroom. And for the challenges that I can wrap up, the verse is related to the needs of the students with special needs, which is still overlooked, and also the students' diverse readiness to learn. Since at SMP, some of SD or elementary school has English, but some has no English. So they just knew English when they are in 7th grade. And this one, SCTV, satu untuk semua, the activity, one size fits all activity, is still frequently used by the teachers. So the teachers provide one activity for all, no matter the students are special need, no matter the students are what do we call slow learners or have low achievement, and then they have very limited readiness to learn. The teacher gives the same activities to them. So what I do to face these challenges, I try to conduct differentiated instruction in the classroom, starting with conducting need assessment. So for you, what semester are they now, Miss Isti? 5th semester?
Mostly R5.
Yeah, 5th semester. So in the 5th semester, usually started to create like lesson planning, and then later on you will have micro teaching, not micro cheating, right? Or PLP now, PLP, and then you have to teach in the school, at school. the first thing that you have to do is conducting need analysis. Conducting need analysis is not only analyzing the students, but it also analyzes the students' need and then the environment and also the curriculum. The students' need includes the students' lack, wants, and necessities. And then after that, for the environment, like the facilities of the school, whether they have internet connections or not, or even they have electricity or not, gitu ya. And also for the curriculum, what is the capaian pembelajaran or learning objectives of that phase or that grade, and then from the information we can design the teaching and learning process. So from the information, I design BEST or Buffet English speaking tasks and develop the worksheet and also the media, implement them and reflect on the implementation. Let's see the results of the students' need. From the students' need, there are 95% of the students use smartphone. It means that the students, the teaching and learning process can use smartphone or mobile assisted language learning. And then some students have different readiness to learn, and they have problems with the pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. And from the information I design the instructions, which is integrating instructions and assessment, and also design various activities for the students based on the students' readiness to learn. And then I also design the teaching and learning process using genre-based approach or genre-based instructions with 4 steps, starting from the background knowledge of the field, modeling of the text, and joint constructions of the text and independent constructions of the text. And then here I adapt some practice of differentiated instructions in Germany. So in Germany, when I was having my school visits, they have like differentiated the tasks in the worksheet using the symbol of weather, and then 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and etc. And I adapt this technique to develop my BEST. In development, I develop the teaching scenario first, and then I develop the various activities or the tasks for BEST, and I develop the media. And this one is related to the MPI. MPI stands for Multimedia Pembelajaran Interaktif or Interactive Instructional Media. And I call the instructional media with BEST, Buffet English Speaking Task. This is the worksheet started from the pre-assessment, and then in the appetizers there are some menu for students with special needs, and then 1 star, 2 star, etc. And here you can see that 1 star, for example, the students can create transcript of the dialogue and then acting out based on the dialogue. And for the 2 star, the students can use the expressions without creating the transcript first. And here you can access my interactive multimedia in SID BEST Lively. Let me let me stop share first. I will show you, or some of you can go to this BEST. I type it in the chat box. SID BEST. Okay, let me share screen again. Okay, can you see my slides? Terlihat ya? What about the sound? Can you hear the voice? Suaranya masuk nggak? Masuk suaranya?
Masuk, suaranya masuk. Ya.
Okay, so
Aman.
Okay, so this is my interactive multimedia called BEST.
Welcome to Public English Speaking Task atau PES. Pada unit kali ini berjudul I Had a Beautiful Weekend.
So this unit the title of the unit is I Had a Beautiful Weekend. So yeah, let's see when we click the start here, you have some menu starting from the petunjuk penggunaan and then until the about the creator. And for the petunjuk penggunaan,
Untuk
let's see.
menggunakan PES, pertama lakukan assessment awal.
So the first thing to do is conducting the pre-assessment. Pre-assessment or assessment awal is used to assess the student's readiness to learn. Ini Maila, is it? Oh, ini siapa ini? Okay, sorry. Okay, assessment awal is used as a pre-assessment to measure, to assess the student's readiness to learn. And then let's see.
Which of the following is the B?
Can you answer A, B, C? Or A, B, or C? Which of the following is a beach? Yang mana kira-kira? Oke. Mosok nggak bisa ya? Yup. C lah. Oh, really? Okay, let's see. Oh, C. B, yes, right. So,
What Andy do yesterday?
what did Andy do yesterday? He swims in the pool or he is swimming in the beach? Okay. Misalkan ini he swims ya. Nah, oh ternyata it's not the
Last
answer.
night,
So
I
from
watched a
this
movie with my family.
assessment awal or pre-assessment, go to the conclusion, or it's like a suggestions for the students that when they have one or two correct, then they go to the menu bintang 1 with 1 star, and then if they have 3 or 4 correct numbers, correct 3 or 4, they can go to bintang 2, but it's not a must.
Appetizers.
So it's not a must. Ini bisa di unmute, bisa di mute and unmute ya. It's not a must. If the students prefer like, oh, actually I got 3 for my pre-assessment, but I don't want to take bintang 2 because it's too difficult for me. It's too complicated for me. That it's okay. And some of the students must have 1 star package, but they insist to have 2 stars because their friends prefer 2 stars. Jadi it depends on the students. Okay, let's see. This is the appetizers for students with special need.
Study the pictures.
The students have 1 picture here and then went to the zoo. Is it true or false? For example, true. This is for students with special needs. And then let's see for the students with
Task 1. Choose the next
what about for 1 star? There is an utterance and then followed by 3 options, pictures in the form of pictures. Is it A, B, or C? So this is the background knowledge of the field. So providing the students with the vocabulary that will be used in the modeling of the text, gitu ya. And then what about the bintang 2 ya? The 2 stars activities.
Choose the next appetizer. Study the picture and
there is a picture and then followed by a questions, and the options are utterances, whether it is visited to the beach or went to the beach and etc. Sorry, went to the zoo or etc. So there are differences among the package for student with special need with 1 star and 2 stars. Okay, and in the end, they are able to speak, to use the expressions learned. In the main course, the students are provided with the what do we call it? The YouTube video, yeah, and then they try to identify the expressions learned. Okay, and this is the references. So this MPE or this interactive multimedia is developed using Genially, but I use a set for the button and for the background from Canva. So I combine using Canva and genially. Okay, let's continue to the, oh my God. It's, oke, ini terlihat nggak ya?
Terlihat loh rahasiamu.
Woi, weh. Ini nggak bisa keluar saya. Wah, bahaya ini. Nggak bisa keluar PPT-nya ya malahan ya. Malah keluarnya WA web.
Okay, Miss Lely, I'm afraid that you need to make it faster because you only have 5 minutes left. After that,
Okay.
we'll
it's
go to
almost
Miss
done.
Debbie. All right.
Is my PowerPoint presentations
Yes.
sound in the slide? Bukan
Yes.
lagi ini kan, bukan lagi WA web ya. Ada apa ganteng, love-nya banyak lagi. Okay, so to implement this best, the first thing to do is pre-assessment first, and then from the pre-assessment, the student will get information related to their readiness to learn, so they can choose the right appetizers, the right main course, and the right dessert. And from the implementations of the multimedia, interactive multimedia, the students were very active. The student with special needs who usually slept in the classroom was not sleepy at all because playing the handphone, and the students can practice speaking in the expressions learned, even though it only in a simple sentence like, what did you do last night? I studied, or I slept at home. And then from the reflections, the students also give a smiley, and then there are some two students, I guess, who write a neutral face karena kurang seru soalnya sinyalnya jelek. So the problem is in the sinyal gitu ya. And then from the students interview with the students, they said that the activity is fun, but they have problems. But the interactive multimedia should be improved because the page with full text is not interesting for them. It's not nice for them. They want to have more games. Okay, I think that's all. Ini nggak usah. Presensi ada dari kampus ya, Miss ya?
Ya.
Ya. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you very much. Saya mau stop share kok nggak muncul stop share-nya. DC.
Okay. So Miss Lely, I think that we will have Miss Debbie's presentation first with Miss Dian, and then after that we will have a question and answer session.
Okay, thank you.
Session, yeah. All right, Miss Dian, I think that are you still here, right? Okay. Let me remove the pin of Miss Lely first, and then Miss Debbie, are you here?
Debbie.
I am.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so I will pin you, and then Miss Dian as well. Okay. Yeah, Miss Dian, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. T. My sound is clear, okay?
Yeah, clear.
Clear, okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good night.
Good night. Udah mau tidur aja dia.
Bangun tidur kayaknya ya. Okay. Now we come to the next session, sahabat di at the same agenda. Okay, sahabat teknologi DIY berbagi. Okay, in this term, I would like to sorry. Ini apa? Sorry. I would like to mana sih ini? Sebentar. Enggak kok. Okay, sorry. In this time, I am Dian Reftiwati. I will be serving as the moderator at the next session. in this session. Okay, we will be hearing the presentation from Ibu Debbie Masrona
Mas Nora. Mas
Mas
Nora. Nora.
Mas Nora. Oke, Mas Nora. Sorry, mohon maaf Ibu. Ibu Debbie Mas Nora Harahap, SPD MPD. Okay, before going to hear the presentation, I'm here would like to present first who is our speaker in this session. She has a lot of experience. It's began from 25 until 26 as the teacher at Yayasan Peduli Pendidikan Bogor Educare. So and then she has become a teacher too at SMA Negeri 1 Karangmojo ya Bu. Okay. Okay, and then she continue as SMKN 1 Ngelipar. It is until now. It is start from 2019 until now as the teacher. So she has a lot of experience in what is it? Project dengan field trip komik. Oke, komik. It is the new comic. Oke, media pembelajaran interaktif bahasa Inggris. Oke, dengan smart apps kreator pada materi pendidikan, materi tindakan pemberian dan memberi dan meminta informasi ini. Sorry, agak blur nih. And then
Yang penting masa depan kita nggak blur, Miss Dian.
Oke, nggak tahu tiba-tiba ngeblur nih. Untung sinyalnya nggak hilang ya di GN soalnya. So, I think I will share the contact person and then the email. If anyone will ask about who Ibu Debbie at Deep gitu kan. Jadi nanti bisa di share atau nanti banyak pertanyaan ya Bu ya. Kita akan discuss banyak. Oke.
Jangan bertanya, nanti sesat di jalan.
Okay, it is discussed about simply teachers teach in your classroom. Okay, it is discussed about the classroom. Okay, to shorten the time, I think it is the time for Ibu Debbie to present the topic or the materials. The time is your Ibu.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm really grateful that today you gave me such a good opportunity to share my best practice. And without any further ado, allow me to share screen.
No.
Is it visible now?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, okay. Well, maybe don't expect too much that I will present my best practice just the way that Laili did, because she's really such an expert, while am I just, a simple teacher and teaching in a very, how do you call it, rural areas that sometimes speaking in English is a rare doing. My students will get difficulties if I force them to listen to my English, because sometimes my English, even I am as a teacher, get roaming. So if in case my English is get roaming, so please do forgive me, okay? So let me just start. Is it visible now? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the title of my best practice is Simple Text in Your Classroom, Technology Assisted Differentiated Instruction. Okay. well, I don't know how to say it, that this title itself is so complicated. Let me start with the situation happened in my school, okay? Okay. When I designed this best practice, actually at that time, I teach my students a material about degrees of comparison. And so I try to integrate technology inside, but the technology that I integrate inside my learning, my class, is the very simple one. Okay. Okay, please observe this one. The picture is taken from Google, so this is not me, okay? She's too slim. Well, the background of the problem, and this is the real situation happened in my school, in my class, okay, that most of the teacher love to talk and the students listen. So can you imagine what kind of situation is it? Is it a nice situation? I don't think so. It could be a boring situation. It might be, okay? So this is the situation. The teacher talks and the students listen. And for your information, my schedule actually happened in the last hour. It's about the 7 up to 10 period. So the students will get so very reluctant to do activities actually, because they feel sleepy, they feel tired, they feel hungry, and so many things. This is the first background of the problem. The second one is this one. One of the regulation issued by our school is that the students are allowed to bring mobile phone to school, but the fact is, in the real situation is, the smartphone are asked to be collected on the teacher's desk since we don't use it for the learning process. So can you imagine the situation that the students bring the mobile phone or the smartphone, but they can do nothing with it since the learning process didn't use this smartphone. And this situation, of course, lead me to, yeah, being a good teacher, there is a role and responsibility to do something. That is, of course, we need to facilitate the students with the inclusive learning so that the teacher won't talk much. And the second one is to design interactive learning innovation. And what kind of innovation is it? Let's just see. I have less pictures than Bulaili did, but I think uh, is it okay ya? Gak apa-apa ya? So, well, after I disseminate this best practice, I hope that it will be a reference if, well, if teacher of, if someday you are as a teacher of dealing with this typical problem. And the second one, I hope that this one could be the inspiration for you to develop interactive instruction assisted technology. Next, there's challenges, and the challenges is can be identified as, the first one is classical teaching method, just like I said before. And the second one is uninteresting class. Oh yeah, for your information, I teach in vocational school and most of my students are boys. So can you imagine what kind of situation in my classes? Next. Okay, don't need this one. Okay, let's just focus on the first challenges. What action can we do with this? Classical teaching method. The strategy I use to deal with this classical teaching method is that I try my best to design inclusive learning by applying learning station setting. Learning station is one of a learning model. Yeah. And then next, okay, this is the steps for having this learning station. The first one is, of course, we need to set the goal. And then the second one is identifying the students' needs of learning. I don't really do the research just like Bulaili did, but I did some talks with the students that they need me to facilitate them with the fun learning. Well, I don't know actually what kind of fun learning they define at that time, but I try my best to present, well, of course, a nice, a joyful learning for them. And the third preparation that I do is design various instruction for each station. Yeah, it depends on the student's readiness actually. Next. Okay, this is the implementation. Well, I'm not sure whether you can imagine the way I do these steps. Okay, when I implement this learning station model, the first time, yeah, of course, after some introduction, greeting, and so on, I do grouping. Okay, I manage the class. I have 36 students in a class. I manage them into 3 groups. So it means that every group has 12 members. And then for this learning station model, okay, every group will move from one station to another. Just imagine that you went away and then you go to the station. Before you arrive to your destination, you need to pass the first station and then the next one and then the next one. Okay, so this is the imagination that I have at that time. And then next, after that, we need to design the station. Just like I said before, that I provide 3 stations in my class with different activities. Sorry, this is typo. Different activities. And I name the station based on the activities that the student will do in the station. For example, a game station, it means that in that station, the students will play game. And if I say project station, I will provide them with video and then they will do discussion based on the video. And then the last one is the tech station. The tech station, it means I implement the MPI, the multimedia pembelajaran interaktif that I designed in level 3 of Pembatik program in this station, yeah, MPI. Just like Bu Laili did, but Bu Laili developed the MPI using Genially or something. I don't remember. While mine is developed by using Canva for education. Okay, next. In every station, yeah, I have to provide them with the clear instruction, what they will do, how will they do, so that the student will know what they are doing. It is important for me that the student know what they are doing. Okay. And if in case that the student do not understand what the teacher want them to do, so I make this instruction into printed version. I'll show you later. Okay, in every station, in each station, we set the duration for them. And I have 15 minutes for each station. So in game station, 15 minutes, in project station, 15 minutes, and in tech station, 15 minutes. And they will do rotation after that. Yeah, those group who are in the tech station will move to project station, and the project station will move to the game station, and so on, until all of the students experience the activities presented in the station. Yes? Am I too fast? Am I too fast?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll continue, okay? It won't get longer, okay? And sorry, Why 15 minutes? Because I still take care of my students, um, how do you say it? Attention span. Okay, I believe that the longer they do activities, actually they get nothing with it. So I make it into favorable duration for them to do the activities. So that is why I said in my title that this is a very simple one, because I provided my students need based on their, condition, their characteristic, and so on. And next, yeah, this is what the teachers do. The students' active participation, it doesn't mean that the teacher will away and then go to the teacher's room. No, the teacher needs to do the monitors. The teacher monitors every station to see that the students do the activities, and then also if there is a student or some student needs help, they will the teacher will help them, and then of course to confirm whether the students is engaged or not with the activities. Engaged, it means involved. Okay, and then we come to the second challenge, is that this is uninteresting class. It's said like that. So the strategy I try to design is I present a simple technology in the learning. And what kind of technology? Actually, this is a very simple one. Okay. I said that I have 3 stations. In the first station, I have game. I developed the game using word wall. And then the second station, I have project station. I provide the station with video, and then I ask the student to discuss what is the video about. And for the third station, I provide them with the MPE, yeah, interactive learning media. Okay, this is just the description. I use word wall. They will play the game. This is different game. In one station, I provide them with game, but the game is varied, yeah, macam-macam. And then this is the video. Okay, by the way, I teach them about the degrees of comparison, so I provide them with 2 videos, and then I ask them to talk about it. And then this one is the text. This is the MPE that I developed using Canva for Education. This is still in Indonesia, still in Bahasa. It's okay, yeah. I try to describe the MPE title with this picture. This girl is happy, while this one is happier, and this one is the happiest. Okay. And then, okay, I continue with the result, and then after that, I will show you my MPE. Well, okay, the result I have is that the students are excited and get motivated, so that they are really love these learning activities. I really say so because my student is really joyful actually. And the second one is that the learning process transforms into dynamic and interactive setting. Why I say so? Because there is a movement that the students need to do. Move or rotate from one station to another station. Because in my opinion, if only having this video and then game and then what is it, MPE, they will have sitting all days, and I think that's not good enough for them. They will get so mager, and that is why I choose this learning station to make them have a little movement. Okay, and this is, in my opinion, this is the supporting factors that I see that, well, the technology itself helps the students, attract the students' interest in learning, and I don't know what kepo, rasa ingin tahu, kepo factors actually drive the student to be excitedly move from one station to another. So they want to finish the game fast and oh, so I can move to another station. What did you do to the next station? They will so very excited to finish their activities. And this is thank you. Let me show you my MPI. Okay, wait a minute. This is my MPI. MPI, where are you? This one. It's very simple. Yeah, just like what Bulaili does. This one is saving this video. This is the bumper. Okay, you can use this with this one. Click here and then start. Well, I prefer less animation because this is based on my identification that my students' smartphone is not really the modern one. So I try my best to make this MPI accessible for my students' tools. Start, and there are many menu here. This is a mass menu, the petunjuk. Let me show you the latihan. Okay. Well, the sound effect is actually to increase the adrenaline of the students because they think that this is that I set the timer. Actually, there's no timer here. Okay, maybe which one is the answer? Oh, what if we choose this one? Yeah, just like that. The next number, for example. Oh, sorry. Okay, this one is, for example, we pick the wrong answer. Go back to the question that you can do that one. This is should be easier. Okay, next. Just like that. This is daftar pustaka. We have pengembang. Okay. And just like that. Okay. Well, so simple, and that's what I can tell you about my best practice. One more I would like to underline that, yeah, maybe there are many sophisticated or modern MPE, but what I see here is the need of my students that the facilities is different from one student to another, so I pick the most normal one. And I think that's all what that I can tell you about my best practice. Sorry for maybe it doesn't meet your need. So I'm really sorry, and sorry for my bad English because I'm not used to speaking English in my class. And thank you very much for your attention. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Debbie. It is the great topic we have discussed in this afternoon. Okay, it is the challenging in vocational school. It is, I think, we will discuss or what is it? Explore more what the teaching English teaching at vocational school. It is different with another school, okay? But you have to do the best, and then I think it is the interesting topic to discuss in, especially in English students, how to create atau they know about the technology, the media made in the technology.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Ibu Debbie. It is the interesting
You're welcome.
topic. Okay.
It's my pleasure.
Okay. So the result from Ibu Debbie belum ya, nanti kita discuss lagi. Mungkin sesi selanjutnya Miss Isti atau apa?
Miss Dian aja dulu kan, because I know that you are going to go home, right? Miss Dian masih di kampus soalnya, Bu Leli and Bu Devi gitu. Jadi I think that you need to lead the question and answer first, and then after that I will handle it for the rest.
Okay. Maybe any question for my dear student here? It is for the classroom, okay? How to the using of technology, or how to create some activities in the classroom based on the media, okay? Ada yang bertanya?
Hello class, I think that if you cannot deliver your question using English, that you may ask using Bahasa Indonesia, since this one is not
okay.
speaking classroom. I don't ask you to keep talking in English, so please feel free. And then regarding to our classroom, right, in our mata kuliah, that you need to confirm with the real teacher here, because as you know, Mrs. T and Miss Dian actually not the teacher. We are not the practitioners. We only the academia, right? So I think that it will be better to ask from the best, I think, gitu ya. Ini mana ada guru SMK ya Bu ya, jadinya kan beda dunia ini.
Variatif.
Beda dunia.
Dapat input baru. Dapat input baru ini. Okay. This one question based on the Miss Lely. It is come from Jerry. Yes. Miss Lely and Miss Debbie experience. How effective is this type of medium for student? Are there any proof? Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. Okay, Jerry Satrias. It is how the effective is this type of medium of gimana aja bahasanya Jerry ini?
Yang tadi kan menggunakan Genially sama apa Miss? Sama Canva ya Miss Debbie ya, itu apakah mungkin maksudnya Jerry ini efektif apa enggak sih gitu loh, kalau menggunakan yang high tech gitu loh. Mungkin.
Boleh saya jawab dulu?
Monggo.
Okay. Hello, how should I call you? Mas Geri or Kak Geri? Abang Geri?
Tom and Jerry.
Okay. This is based on my experience saja ya. May I speak in bahasa?
Sure.
Boleh, iya Bu, boleh.
It gets roaming. Okay.
Sama lagi belajar.
Seberapa efektif gitu ya pemanfaatan media ini di kelas? Begitu ya maksudnya ya Mas Geri ya?
Jerry.
Ya, oke. Begini, sebelum saya katakan ini efektif atau tidak, saya kan juga harus melihat seperti apa kondisi siswa saya. 1, ini kan materinya kelas 10, dan kelas 10 ini sifatnya masih yang umum. 2, kalau anak jurusan, anak SMK itu kan cenderungnya itu sudah mikirnya itu pelajaran yang apa istilahnya ya, yang menjurus-jurus gitu ya, sesuai dengan jurusan yang dia pilih. Kebetulan sekolah kami itu ada sekolah jurusan mesin, kendaraan, terus ada akuntansi, sama satu lagi itu teknologi komputer dan jaringan. Nah, kalau umpamanya dikatakan efektif, ini menurut saya sudah cukup efektif karena satu, mereka itu dari SMP yang berbeda dan di SMP-nya juga sama. Mereka itu bahasa Inggrisnya juga sangat kurang. Apalagi SMK Negeri 1 Ngelipar itu kan berada di ketinggian Gunung Kidul, Kabupaten Gunung Kidul. Jadi memang intake siswa yang masuk ke sana itu bukan yang top-top banget, hanya yang biasa-biasa saja. Dan mindset bahwasanya bahasa Inggris itu bukanlah pelajaran yang mudah itu sangat kental di benak mereka. Ketika saya bilang good morning saja, alah miss, ilat Jowo. Mereka selalu bilang seperti itu. Jadi kan yang jadi guru sebenarnya sudah kena istilahnya sudah kena mental tersendiri lah, kok anaknya sudah bilang seperti itu. Jadi ketika saya mencoba menerapkan teknologi sederhana ini di kelas, ternyata yang tadinya saya biasanya ditinggal tidur loh Mbak, saya itu sering ditinggal tidur murid. Kalau umpamanya saya yang model teacher talk kayak gitu, itu sering tidur karena cowok-cowok dan mereka santai saja gitu loh. Kita tegur, ya mereka mau, tapi kemudian besok lagi baleni lagi, diulangi lagi. Dan itu sudah hal yang sangat dimaklumi sekali karena kebetulan juga saya jam-jam terakhir, yaitu jam-jamnya ngantuk dan kangen kasur ya kan. Makanya ketika saya terapkan ini, saya bisa katakan media ini cukup efektif membangun semangat anak untuk belajar. Ketika saya tadi bilang mereka dibikin kelompok, itu mereka senang sekali karena apa? Yang tadinya hanya duduk di mojok, itu mereka itu bergerak. Badannya itu kan otomatis ada sedikit movement. Terus nanti 1-2 temannya tuh, ayo tuh, cepet tuh, kamu tuh gerak tuh. Soalnya dia juga kepingin segera berkelompok. Kan mereka tidak mungkin jadi satu area kelompok. Saya selalu membagi kelompoknya, bukan saya suruh siswa yang ayo silakan kamu berkelompok, tapi mari kita buat kelompok. Dan saya yang mengatur kelompoknya, bukan siswanya. Seperti itu. Jadi kesimpulannya media ini untuk kelas saya
Mas Angga,
ya, itu saja yang bisa saya sampaikan. Mungkin nanti kalau ada kekurangan bisa ditambahkan oleh Ibu Laili. Terima kasih.
Okay. Menambahkannya, let me add some, but first I have to clarify something here. Frankly speaking, I haven't conducted research on the effectivity of the media. I haven't conducted a kind of quasi experimental to check whether this media is effective or not. But based on the experience, like what Mbak Debbie said, based on our experience in using or in implementing teaching and learning process using the media, it shows any differences from before using the media and when the students are using the media. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I have one students with special needs, and the same as Mbak Debbie's class too. These special needs students usually sleeps in the classroom. But since I'm not that good teachers, when the student is sleeping, it's okay. So he will not disturb the others. It means that I haven't accommodated the students' need, especially the students with special needs. Yeah. But after using this interactive instructional media, the students stay awake, and then because it's using smartphone, like maybe he is addicted to smartphone and then to games, so the students stayed awake, and because also the activity, in my case, the activity is different from the activity for the students with special needs and the activity with the students in general, which are differentiated based on the students' readiness to learn. So I think the activity is just right for the students and for the students with special need, and also for the students in general based on their readiness to learn. So I cannot say that, I cannot offer claim, yeah, like a skincare offer claim something. I cannot offer claim that my interactive instructional multimedia is effective, but I can show you that based on my experience using this media and before using this media, there is a difference between the among the students. I mean, from before using the media and after using the media. They behave differently in the classroom. Maybe that can answer Mas Tom questions. Mas Tom and Jerry, right?
Okay, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Miss Laili, for the clear explanation, or it is the answer based on the experience. Okay, it is the real what is it? The good explanation, because it is comes from the experience. Okay, okay. I think there is other question. No.
So I think
Okay.
that from Miss Lily's statement that I can conclude that actually the teacher has no time to do the research, right? So it's time for you, the students, to help the teachers
Exactly.
to do the research, because you need the research, right? You need
Exactly. And
to write the journal.
yeah,
Journal.
I start think
Make the
to
collaboration.
this one Juragan. Sorry to call her Juragan ya. I usually call her Juragan, jadi it's strange to call her Isti ya.
Yes.
Okay, so actually this kind of development is categorized into research and development. And I also, but Debbie and I developed the multimedia based on research, based on the students' needs, based on the based on need analysis. Actually, I can report this as a research. Tinggal ditambahi tadi pertanyaan Mas Jerry tadi ya, to show the effectiveness. Actually, but it's not easy to conduct quasi experiment in my classroom since I have no apa namanya, no class more than one. Jadi kelas saya cuma satu. Jadi saya tidak bisa kelas kontrol dan kelas eksperimen gitu ya. Jadi akhirnya I will conduct it as a dimix dengan classroom action research.
But you can do the pre-experimental, right, Miss? Only one class.
One class.
Ya bisa sih. Jadi ya sebenarnya ini juga is best practice research ya. Actually is also like quasi eksperimen ya. Hanya satu kelas gitu kan. Cuman kan pengen lihatnya kan bener-bener yang kalau statistik, orang-orang statistik kan nggak mau curi yang satu. Nggak mau curi.
Yeah. Yeah, but
it can be developed, okay?
Because my
R&D maybe
in in PEP, jadi sometimes tuh saya harus berpikir dalam sisi orang-orang positivis dalam orang PEP, jadi harus di antara language and language educators and PEP, orang PEP jadi kadang berperang gitu ya, jadi bingung sendiri.
Iya, iya. Tapi kan maksudnya sebagai kita yang orang bahasa kan, kita kan post colonialism ya. You can ignore that kind of mindset gitu kan. As long as it can be useful for your teaching, I think that it will be better to have. We have one more question, I guess.
It can be an inspiration actually for the students here who haven't written their thesis, right? There are many topics that you can explore related to the multimedia, interactive multimedia. Banyak ininya ya, yang bisa dieksplor untuk dijadikan bahan research.
I think it is become R&D. Bisa.
Apa gimana, Miss?
Yes. R&D.
Yeah, it is an research and development, bisa research and development, or now design-based research ya. But the science-based is usually longer period. Oke.
Kalau boleh menambahkan, itu kalau di sepanjang saya jadi guru kan udah 18 tahun ya. Mungkin istilahnya mainnya R&D atau apa. Tapi kita itu juga kadang bisa memanfaatkan best practice seperti itu, dikembangkan terus dengan ada pustaka, apa istilahnya kajian pustaka begitu, nanti bisa jadi yang namanya PTK. Dan itu dulu sempat membuat beberapa guru itu parkir di pangkat tertentu karena banyak guru yang tidak ada keinginan atau apa ya istilahnya, saya tidak, atau mungkin saya salah ngomong, tidak ada keinginan untuk melakukan PTK itu, penelitian tindakan kelas.
Dan menarik ya Bu ya untuk diteliti.
Iya. best practice-nya kan rata-rata juga mereka belum lakukan. Lah apalagi PTK-nya. Best practice kan kita nggak perlu yang jelimet kajian pustaka sampai nanti harus ada proofreading atau apa dan sebagainya. Tapi rata-rata emang kejadiannya banyak yang parkir dan itu ngefek di apa istilahnya. Maaf ya ini sedikit curhat jadinya karena saya kan mengalami itu lama. Ngefek di apa namanya kenaikan pangkatnya itu
Jakpung,
dan
jabatan
sebagainya.
fungsi.
Parkir. Sekarang kok malah dipermudah nggak usah pakai kayak gitu. Mereka tinggal ikutan ujian apa ukom apa itu, mereka bisa lanjut naik pangkat. Makanya sebenarnya agak disayangkan karena apa?
Iya, karena
Itu
best
sebenarnya merupakan
practice.
apa ya?
Skills yang perlu ya.
Core-nya si guru itu. Saya
Iya,
tuh
karena dengan pengalaman ya
sedikit
Bu ya.
menyesalkan dengan kebijakan yang terlalu mempermudah. Mempermudah itu enggak apa-apa, tapi terlalu kan not good juga. Itu kan
Nggak
guru-guru
baik,
zaman sekarang kan
benar.
tipikalnya mager. Padahal kan kita itu dituntut katanya siswa itu kan harus bisa nanti membekali siswanya memenuhi tuntutan zaman teorinya. Tapi gurunya apakah mau belajar?
Praktisnya.
Nggak semua punya apa ya mindset seperti itu. Saya di usia yang 40 sekian tahun ini, saya nggak malu loh kalau pamannya ngalem, siapa ngalem ya apa ya? Memuji,
ya.
memuji Dek Laili. Dek Laili ini kalau diurut-urutan itu isi bayi itu kalau dibandingkan sama saya. Masih embrio itu.
Bayi
Beneran, saya nggak bohong.
mewing.
Iya beneran. Tapi dari segi ilmu saya yang embrio loh. Dia itu sudah endok netes itu namanya.
Oke, jawabannya.
Ya, hanya sedikit tambahan saja. Ya mungkin suatu saat adik-adik atau mbak-mbak, kakak-kakak dan siapa yang ada di sini bisa suatu saat menempati jabatan tertentu, tolong dipikirkan. Ini bukan tentang kuantitas bisa naik pangkat terus-menerus, tapi tentang kualitas. Supaya nanti ya murid-murid yang katanya kita bersama ini ya beda outcome-nya. Begitu saja.
Ya, benar-benar
Terima
benar.
kasih.
Yes, benar Bu, benar. Saya I do agree with this statement because it is not discuss about the theories or just pass the test, but discuss over how to face the real situation. Nah,
Betul
itu
sekali.
sebenarnya. Karena kalau nggak ada real situation atau tidak ada pengalamannya ya tes-tes aja mungkin akan banyak naik apa hasil ya Bu ya, lulus tapi praktisnya sebenarnya ya itu akan lebih utama sih. Yes,
Situasinya berbeda ya setiap tempat itu bahkan di kota
betul.
yang sama tapi sekolah
Pasti.
berbeda di kelas yang berbeda aja nanti sudah beda judulnya.
Judulnya itu hal yang menarik untuk dibahas sebenarnya Bu ya.
Ya, silakan nanti
Miss,
dijadikan ini seperti apa tadi bilangnya tesis ya Dek Leli ya.
okay, Miss Isti, maybe I have to
You have to
continue
go.
with my yes no I still join in this room but I cannot I move
Miss.
to the
Iya,
next
Miss. Iya.
activity.
Ini luar
Okay.
kota ini ya. Luar kota provinsi nih. Berjalan aja jauh. Oke.
Thank you, Miss Dian.
Ya, thank you Miss
Thank
Dian.
you,
Alright.
Miss Leli, Bu Devi. Nanti kita discuss lagi ya, Bu ya. Kita punya event lagi, insya Allah
Nice to meet
kita
you
bisa
ya Mbak
sambung
ya.
lagi.
Thank you.
Iya.
And take
Ya, thank you
care.
Miss Dian.
Ya, izin mute dan pamit di jalan ya.
Ya,
Oke,
oke.
thank you.
Kita take over.
Assalamualaikum.
Kalau pergi.
Oh, take picture dulu nih, mau take
Oh iya,
picture.
betul.
Oh iya.
Iya betul.
Oke, sebentar ya.
Ah,
1, 2, 3. Wah, Mafira mau ikut juga.
Iya. Yang
Ya.
yang mau
Alright.
open kamera mungkin?
Ya, ada yang mau? Ya mau itu dulu. Tapi
Open
pasti yang
kamera dulu.
kalau mahasiswa ini biasanya
Ya kan udah nggak jelas tuh, Ahlan aja udah gitu tuh. Dah nggak apa-apa lah, yang penting ada mukanya Lan.
sebentar. Sudah buka semua ini atau ada yang masih rebahan? Yang apa sih? Yani masih di mana ini Yani? Riani Wahyuning sih masih di jalan kamu. Jalan ke
Lagi di Pusba, Miss.
Oh, di Pusba. Ya Allah, ngapain kamu nyapu?
Oh, ada another question from Mbak Alia ya.
Iya, nanti.
Yes,
Yo, Mbak.
we'll discuss.
Oke.
Yang cantik dulu.
Cantik dulu. Ini udah ya. Masih ada lagi nggak yang mau ikutan nampang nih?
Ayo.
Lumayan ini 2 kali pertemuan mata kuliah.
Besok ada lagi Miss Isti, jadi kita akan lebih explore ya. Dan nggak banyak teori, kita malah banyak pengalaman dari dari
guru-guru
senior
ini.
ini
Actually,
gitu
there is
kan.
a kind of program called Praktisi Mengajar. So where the practitioners like me, practitioners go to campus and teach the students there. But I don't think that Kementerian Agama punya praktisi mengajar ya. Kemarin we are talking about this ya, Juragan ya.
Rauno.
Oh,
Opso.
ya.
Auto switch Jawa kalau sudah ngomong soal
Opso. Oke, ya ini
Oke,
namanya udah
oke.
kayaknya sudah deh yang ready buat
Udah semua?
itu. Kayaknya ini saya ini
Oke.
ya, saya klik ya. Nah, aduh, saya
cheese. Masa yang ngono
Gitu
ya?
ya.
ayo 1, 2, 3. Oke. Ya, Miss Dian,
Oke,
itu
thank
boleh.
you.
Oke,
Oke,
kita
thank
lanjutin
you Bu
ya.
Devi. Terima kasih Pak Tursun, Mbak Leli.
Thank you, Miss Lia.
Izin di jalan ya. Oke,
Ya,
Hati-hati, awas
Assalamualaikum.
kelapanya ada yang jatuh tuh belakang tuh.
Right. Now we come to the next question from Alia. Apa ini ya? Kamu ngomong apa ya? Oh, ini intinya adalah kan kalau mungkin masih mereka ini tertarik karena memang mereka ini dipaksa untuk tiba-tiba melakukan penelitian, Miss. Permasalahan dari seluruh mahasiswa dari Sabang sampai Merauke itu adalah saat mau melakukan penelitian seperti itu kan mereka sebenarnya tidak punya kelas.
Yes, exactly.
Nah, itu ada nggak sih tips-tips and trip atau gimana? Satu, mungkin kalau punya kenalan guru, bisa lah ya pakai the power of orang dalam gitu loh. Tapi tapi kalau misalnya nggak punya, adakah penelitian yang tidak perlu masuk ke dalam kelas, tapi tetap dengan tema mengajar seperti itu loh. Jadi dia bukan yang ngajar, tapi misalnya kayak student voices atau teachers perceptions, teacher experience seperti itu. Bisa nggak Mbak Debbie sama Mbak Leli memberikan spill judul-judul atau topik-topik yang kira-kira itu mereka bisa pakai gitu loh, tanpa perlu punya kelas.
Ya, moga Mbak Devi dulu.
Ini masih loading.
Ya, karena kami kan dari kelas ya, jadi we can explore more titles in research related to related to the classroom world gitu ya. Kalau outside the class maybe you can go to tapi kan tetap aja if you want to explore the teachers perspectives kan tetap aja berhubungan dengan teachers gitu ya. Atau mungkin you can use systematic review or meta analysis and also sekarang yang sedang ngetren bibliometrik.
Oke.
Yeah, you don't need to go to the classroom. You can just go to Sci-Hub. No, you can go to Tenponline and ask Pak Satria the access of the paper, the paper that you need. Gitu ya. Tadi kan Pak Satria sudah menawarkan untuk akses beberapa paper. Nah, bisa you can type systematic review and then meta analysis. Ini kalian menganalyze jadi dari paper-paper terdahulu gitu ya. But in my opinion, it will be better to provide the students with the real experience in the classroom. So the first thing, like what Mbak Alia say, that if you want to develop this kind of media, the first thing to do memang you have to start it from the need assessment, because the one who will use your media is the students, right? So you need to go to the classroom, you need to go to school, at least to conduct observation and give the questionnaire to the students. Saya rasa there are still many schools who will welcome you. Meskipun banyak, saya dapat curhatan beberapa dari LPTK gitu ya. Miss, kami itu mau PLP anak ditolak di sini, mau observasi ditolak di sini gitu ya. Beberapa dosen curcol ke saya, and then I welcome them. Ya kalau pengen research silahkan ke sekolah saya. I welcome any researchers dari S1, S2, S3 itu research di sekolah saya, monggo. Kita collaborations. Tapi tidak banyak guru yang siap untuk kolaborasi research sayangnya gitu ya. Nah itu memang I think for the students in education department, malah justru dari dini, Miss Isti, starting from the second or third semester sudah diberikan observations task. Jadi melakukan observasi di kelas. Itu perlu karena you are in education background gitu ya, in education department. It's very recommended for you to know the real feel, to know the classroom in real gitu ya, nggak hanya yang di YouTube. Tapi kalau sudah maafkan, memang some students have problems in dealing with izin dan sebagainya, or you really don't want to do that. Nah, bisa content analysis untuk teks bacaan buku teks gitu ya. Content analysis bisa, atau kalau agak wordnya perlu banyak itu you can conduct systematic review or meta analysis or bibliometric research. Aduh, really. Nah, tapi itu seru juga, menyenangkan melakukan itu. Silahkan. Oke, maybe itu yang bisa saya jawab. Monggo, mau ditambahkan boleh Mbak Debbie?
Oke, kalau tadi mungkin ya seperti yang disampaikan sama Dek Laili, saya malah belum tahu itu kalau ada yang tidak perlu masuk kelas. Tapi kalau menurut saya, ketika ketika calon-calon
Guru ya,
ketika
semoga.
ingin banget istilahnya melakukan ini, ingin tahu judul-judul, maksudnya bisa mendapatkan inspirasi judul-judul gitu. Saya kira ketika datang memotret langsung kondisi realnya itu lebih logis ya. Karena kalau pemain hanya dari omongannya si A si B kan itu sifatnya point of view, belum tentu apa yang disampaikan itu memang sesuai dengan potret itu. Dan saya baru tahu loh, kalau ada sekolah yang menolak untuk dijadikan tempat, baru tahu. Karena setahu saya Jogja itu ramah banget dan semuanya itu boleh loh.
Including
Karena itu kan nanti memberikan kontribusi loh. Iya, memberikan kontribusi ke sekolahan itu untuk perbaikan yang lebih baik lagi, kan seharusnya seperti itu mikirnya. Tapi kok ternyata ada juga ya sekolah yang menolak. Saya baru tahu terus terang. Jadi kalau menurut saya tetap itu, go to the field, terjun langsung, cari tahu. Kalau katanya sih kalau mau jadi orang besar itu kita harus mulai dari yang paling bawah dulu katanya. Karena belajar itu bisa dari buku, bisa dari manapun. Sumber belajar itu banyak, mau yang digital atau yang tidak. Tapi kalau belajar langsung dari realnya itu saya kira kok nggak bisa ditemukan dimanapun. Karena nanti pasti ketemunya hal-hal yang menarik, hal-hal yang berbeda. Bisa jadi inspirasi untuk judul-judul itu nanti. Ya itu kata ibu ya, nak ya, kata ibu.
Kata Simbo.
Ya,
Simbo, yes.
Kalau saya selalu bilang sama anak-anak juga, sama mahasiswa itu bahwa when I was in your level gitu kan, as one student in UNY itu, it was kita punya banyak opportunity ya, Miss, buat misalnya praktek ataupun masuk ke dalam kelas itu. Cuma kalau memang ini kami kan di Sumatera, memang itu agak sulit sekali untuk mendapatkan akses. Jadi terlalu banyak regulasi yang harus ditembus, dan itu buat mahasiswa itu tidak punya power untuk seperti itu, kecuali kalau memang saatnya mereka PPL ya, atau mata kuliah observasi kelas itu ada di semester 6 gitu. Cuma kan ini kan anak-anak ini di semester 5 ini sedang belajar metodologi penelitian, kemudian juga critical academic writing seperti itu kan, yang produknya itu adalah they are able at least to studi tiru gitu kan, to copy paste, walaupun nggak benar-benar the real copy paste, tapi minimal sudah mulai berkenalan dengan yang namanya artikel jurnal ataupun penelitian.
Yes, that's
ya
right.
kan? Hanya saja ya itu akses. Kalau memang di luar Pulau Jawa itu memang kesulitannya adalah akses.
Maybe ini Juragan, I can give you a solution here. There are two teachers here, Mbak Debbie and I. We are ready to be the maybe participants of your research gitu ya. Karena banyak mahasiswa juga tidak hanya dari Jogja gitu ya, yang mendm saya kadang untuk menjadi partisipan atau menjadi partisipan researchnya. It's okay. Jadi bisa untuk wawancara atau apa, no problem.
Yes, iya makanya tadi saya bilang kan berarti kan bisa jadi perspektifnya tidak ke experimenting, but misalnya teacher's voice or teacher's experience, teacher's perception seperti.
Tapi kan tetap dealing with those from the field gitu ya.
Ya seperti itu. Jadi nanti mungkin yang butuh kontak dari Bu Debi dan Bu Leli nanti bisa ke saya ya. Saya jadi kayak mengkelar.
Aku mau menambah follower Instagram.
Nah, atau kalau misalnya nggak enak sama Miss Isti bisa langsung DM.
Nah, ini langsung silahkan DM Instagram saya. Biasanya kalau ya ini memang banyak yang menghubungnya dari Instagram atau ada beberapa yang email, tapi kemarin belum sempat balas yang email dari mana ya, Malang atau mana saya lupa.
Iya. Oke, ini karena waktunya sudah terlalu sore, ini ada 2 lagi pertanyaan tuh ya Miss Leli ya. Itu dari Jerry tentang komik. Sama Triani ini nggak tahu tadi dia mungkin mau nanya langsung kali ya. Nanti dulu ya Triani, ke Jerry dulu sebentar. Jerry, kamu masih ada nggak di sini? Jerry?
Oh, tapi yang komik itu Mbak Debi deh kayaknya ya, Mbak Debi ya?
Iya.
Oh, tapi di sini Miss Leli. Berarti salah. Jerry sambil
Komik saya
tiduran.
minum komik. Obat batuk.
Jerry, kamu masih hidup nggak? Oh, masih. Kamu ini aja, apa namanya?
Tanya langsung.
Biar eksis kamu Jerry.
Maksudnya lewat sini boleh gitu. Kalau di kolom chat juga saya cari dari tadi yang bertanya tuh scrollnya sudah banyak banget ini pesannya tadi belum dibaca semua jadi mungkin
Jadi,
bisa langsung saja.
Bisa nggak Jerry suaramu? Halo.
Jadi sedang bersembunyi dari Tom.
Oh,
I think it's okay if misalkan you want to have further questions, we can go through Instagram. Mbak Debbie mungkin bisa
Debbie bisa diketikin nggak?
Ya.
Apa?
Kan biar nggak ya Mbak
Instagram, DM.
Instagram Mbak, ojo Facebook.
Oh, jadi lagi nggak bisa
Kamu tak
ini.
jiwe tenang.
Bu Debbie.
Ada ya? Kayaknya yang di CV saya tuh ada Instagram. Saya tuh maksudnya ada Instagram, Facebook itu bukan karena saya itu hobinya main itu ya, tapi karena kebetulan ada tugas-tugas seperti ini, jadi saya aktifkan lagi. Jadi nanti
Oke.
apa istilahnya hibernasi lama gitu. Tapi kalau memang ada nanti DM, kita balas kok. Saya orangnya baik kok.
Nggak gigit ya, nggak gigit.
Ini tadi Jerry kan lagi di tempat yang ramai, jadi dia nggak bisa langsung
Oke, no problem Jerry.
Ya itu
Jadi,
cara memperkenalkan komik kepada murid itu loh. Gimana cara mengawalinya, kan nggak tiba-tiba kita baca komik yuk gitu loh. Dan komik macam apa yang ada hubungannya dengan bahasa Inggris, karena kan terkadang kemarin saya memperkenalkan webtoon jatuhnya malah pada bacanya yang bahasa Indonesia dibanding bahasa Inggris gitu. Seperti itu. Gimana?
Oh, jadi yang itu karena tadi judul yang disebutkan di CV saya ya, komik strip ya. Itu tuh sebenarnya dulu ceritanya saya mencoba melihat kenapa kok siswa-siswa saya itu kalau disuruh nulis susah. Ternyata alasannya ya kalau nulis itu kan susah Miss, panjang dan lama. Terus saya mencoba mengenalkan aplikasi, waktu itu masih aplikasi pahamnya apa ya? Storyboard that. Jadi siswa saya itu saya suruh membuat esai tetapi dalam bentuk komik strip gitu. Jadi bukan komiknya untuk reading itu enggak, tapi mereka create writing atau composition tetapi menggunakan komik strip gitu. Nah, itu kebetulan menjadi PTK saya waktu itu. Dan itu nilai PTK itu kan maksimal 4 dan alhamdulillah dapat 4 waktu itu.
Iya hebat. Oh, berarti sama kayak saya. Kalau saya dulu punya kelas extensive reading, saya minta mereka untuk membaca novela gitu kan, bukan novel tapi novela. Kemudian setelah mereka baca itu diterjemahkan lagi dengan misalnya kan biasanya ada anak yang kalau disuruh menceritakan itu kan anxiety ya, Miss.
Ya.
Ada yang saya berikan pilihan untuk coba buatkan komik berdasarkan apa yang sudah kamu baca. Seperti itu, dengan misalnya hanya 4 kolom gitu kan, itu
hanya strip biasa aja.
Hanya strip biasa.
Tapi sekarang sudah banyak aplikasi. Jadi yang aplikasi yang dulu saya pakai untuk PTK saya itu kan sudah jadul itu. Sekarang ada Canva, ada bahkan komiknya bisa bergerak katanya kalau yang kita mainkan itu digital. Kalau yang saya dulu kan cetak, masih yang cetak itu 2020 berapa itu? Lupa saya, 1. Udah lama.
Nanti Jerry bisa bisa kalau nggak ke Miss Debbie atau ke saya juga ada itu seperti itu. Jadi nanti kalau memang tertarik dengan topik yang seperti itu, sering-sering ngobrol lah sama dosennya atau sama kenalannya itu loh, jangan dipendem-pendem sendiri, galau. Okay, we have one more student that would like to ask you, Triani, boleh langsung berbeda dengan keadaannya Jerry, dia tidak bisa ngetik, jadi dia mau ngomong langsung.
Oh,
oke.
really? Oh,
Ya,
kebalikannya
students
ya.
karakteristik ya
Iya.
macam-macam.
Oke, Miss. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh nih.
Maaf nih sebelumnya, izin untuk memperkenalkan diri. Nama saya Triani. Untuk pertanyaan untuk Bu Devi, maaf sebelumnya. Berdasarkan pengalaman PPL saya kemarin ya Bu, terkait peserta didiknya, sebelumnya saya menggunakan media Bu, seperti Quizizz untuk mengajar. Nah, dalam satu kelas itu tuh ada 2 jurusan Bu, TKR sama TBSM. Salah satunya itu ceria dan salah satunya itu pendiam, Bu. Jadi cara untuk mengkondisikannya itu sulit, Bu. Itu bagaimana menurut Ibu Devi? Cukup, Bu.
Untuk mengkondisikan supaya jadi ceria maksudnya.
Lebih kondusif lagi kelasnya. Semuanya bisa rata gitu, Bu. Cukup, Bu.
Oke, gimana yang jawabnya ya? Karakteristik siswanya itu emang semuanya pada pendiam atau bagaimana, Mbak?
Iya, Bu. Untuk anak TKR-nya itu tuh semuanya pendiam gitu, Bu. Jadi kayak nggak ada feedback atau timbal baliknya gitu, Bu. Hanya mendiam, hanya mendengarkan saja. Seperti itu.
Tapi pertanyaan saya kemudian, itu momen itu jenengan dapatnya dari mana kok tahu itu pendiam atau apa? PPL ya? Berapa lama berarti PPL?
PPL 40 hari kemarin, Bu, di SMK 2 Mei.
Terus pakainya cuma Quizizz aja?
Iya, menggunakan Quizizz dan PPT. Ya, itu, Bu.
Terus ketika memasukkan PPT dan Quizizz-nya itu, model pembelajaran yang digunakan apa? Apakah klasikal atau dibikin grup atau bagaimana?
Dibuat grup, Bu.
Terus model apa yang dipakai?
Pakai task-based
Task-based.
learning.
Gitu ya.
Ya.
Udah kayak bimbingan aja ya.
Udah
Udah kayak bimbingan, udah kayak bimbingan skripsi.
Maaf. Ya kan masalahnya kan katakanlah nanti saya jawab, tapi kan mungkin tidak sesuai juga, soalnya kan
Iya,
saya tidak tahu seperti apa karakteristik
betul.
siswanya, itu masalahnya.
Iya.
Kalau yang di kejadian di sekolah saya itu anaknya itu tidak pendiam, tapi memang tidak bisa bahasa Inggris, makanya jadi diam. Nanti kalau umpamanya rame kan gurunya gini-gini biasa. Nah, kalau kasusnya yang Mbak siapa Triani tadi ini pendiam. Padahal setahu saya kalau Quizizz itu main yang kayak model Kahoot itu bukan. Beda ya kayaknya ya. Tetap individual ya kalau Quizizz itu.
Bisa, Bu. Kayak Kahoot juga bisa.
Bisa Kahoot juga. Wah, ini aneh, ini perlu diteliti ini, Mbak, dijadikan judul ini. Bagaimana cara iya kan meningkatkan apa? Excitement apa? Istilahnya apa? Motivasi, partisipasi. Kenapa?
Atau dicari tahu dulu ya, kenapa bisa ada 2 kelas yang karakteristiknya sangat berbeda sekali gitu ya.
Karakter bawaan itu sepertinya memang.
Tapi bisa kok, bisa dijadiin satu kelas.
Itu tapi aneh juga. Mungkin sekarang saya belum bisa menjawab secara benar dan lurus menuju jalan yang benar tadi ya Mbak ya. Mungkin Dokter Leili punya banyak ilmu itu. Kalau saya tuh ilmunya cuma cetek-cetek aja.
Saya ilmunya ilmu rocah SMP ya, tapi memang students itu punya various characteristics ya. Walaupun katakanlah ini ya, kalau mungkin kita dulu ini ya jujur lagi masuk di kelas IPA gitu ya. Saya sendiri saya merasakan ketika saya kelas bahasa, kan saya merasakan S3 ini dengan teman-teman MIPA gitu ya. Itu memang aura kelasnya beda gitu ya. Mungkin sama tadi dengan kasusnya Mbak Triani ya, memang anak-anaknya modelnya gitu ya. Ya berarti memang aktivitasnya mungkin disesuaikan dengan yang mereka mau. Mungkin they will be very happy if they kayak analyze something gitu ya. lebih ke analitik gitu kan, mikir gitu ya, mungkin loh ya. Atau bisa kalau mereka pendiam, jadi di kasus saya dulu walaupun SMP ya, tapi saya coba garis gini, garis besarnya. Kan ada yang malu-malu tuh, bukan malu sih sebenarnya. Dia itu pendiam, tidak banyak ngomong, bahkan dia cowok gitu ya. Ketika speaking itu nggak banyak ngomong, tapi kemudian waktu itu saya melakukan namanya digital storytelling dengan Kain Master, zaman hype-hype-nya Kain Master gitu ya. Ternyata ketika dia mendapatkan tools yang sesuai dengan kesukaannya dia bisa bikin dia bisa bicara, bisa recording dengan Kain Masternya, kemudian akhirnya dia yang ngajarin anak-anak sekelas. Karena yang lain kan belum bisa edit ini. Nah, dia si anak ini itu bisa gitu ya. Jadi memang karakter anak berbeda-beda. Kalau pendiam, introvert, extrovert itu kan kita nggak bisa paksa ya. It's naturally born to be like that, like me ya. Kalau saya disuruh menjadi anak yang baik hati, pendiam, tanpa kata gitu ya sulit gitu ya. Ya memang sudah karakternya kayak gini. Nah, salah satunya adalah we accommodate those needs gitu ya dengan tapi memang ada yang namanya seperti tanda petik trial and error. Oke, dengan activity ini, apakah terpancing mereka? Oke, kalau enggak ya udah no problem. Saya punya, makanya guru itu perlu plan A, B, C, D gitu ya. Kalau enggak bisa dengan ini, coba dengan inilah. Nah, saya pernah sampai kok nggak bisa ya, di ini ya nggak bisa, di itu ya nggak bisa. Nah, akhirnya ya nanti ketemu juga kok, tapi memang tidak selalu itu. That's why ketika tadi ditanya apakah efektif atau tidak, itu ya nggak bisa jawab langsung mengklaim bahwa ini efektif. Karena it depends on the situations, it depends on the students, gitu ya. Jadi Mbak Triani silahkan explore, tapi sudah selesai sih ya PKL-nya ya. But next time, if you will be a teacher, gitu ya, bisa explore sebanyak-banyaknya, mengepaskan dengan karakter, dengan kebutuhan siswa yang beragam, begitu ya. Oke, I think we are already 3:27, saatnya malam mingguan. Oh, belum malam minggu ya?
Belum. Pertanyaannya ini rekamannya siapa yang pegang ya?
Saya nanti saya yang share.
Nanti di-upload di YouTube, bisa ya YouTube ya?
Oke.
Seperti itu.
Share me the link-nya.
Iya.
Oh ya, mungkin tadi yang Mbak Triani itu juga perlu melakukan refleksi loh. Nah, zaman sekarang itu sidik-sidik refleksi soalnya.
Yes, exactly.
Jadi harus ditanyain lo kenapa dan kenapa seperti itu.
Ya, seperti itu. Makanya tadi kan ini ada kan saya tadi bilang semester 5 tapi ternyata ada yang sudah semester 7 bahkan semester 9. Jadi kan nanti adik-adik yang semester 5 ini akan merasa oh berarti nanti ada saatnya saya juga akan mengalami itu dan benar-benar merasa punya kelas sendiri gitu ya walaupun hanya 40 hari gitu loh.
Ini berarti ada campuran kelas ya, tapi ada presensinya tiap kelasnya.
Oh iya, kan seperti itu.
Ada.
Ya, berarti nanti saya minta presensinya maksudnya.
Presensinya pakai foto.
Oh, keren. Ya itu betul itu. Soalnya kalau presensi bisa aja nanti ini diinin orangnya.
Ya, tapi kalau if you need your our students name nanti yang pasti yang semester 5 sih yang ini wajib. Kalau yang lainnya
kalau
kan
gitu nitip presensi dong yang ikut ya, boleh?
Oh iya.
Karena
Nanti di-share di itu. Tolong Miss Lely bisa WA saya nanti ya.
Ya, oke, I will share it.
Right. Okay, so I think this conclude everything here. Ini kita jadinya kelewat waktunya ya. Mohon maaf ya adik-adik ya. Saya ngerti pasti saya share screen dulu. Okay, this is your certificate for Bu Lely sama Bu Debbie. Udah kelihatan belum?
Belum keluar di saya. Oh, oke.
Nih, nanti saya kirimkan juga untuk Miss Lely and Miss Debbie. And then this one is yours, Miss Debbie.
Oh, thank you.
Oke. Minta maaf tadi dapat salam dari Kaprodi kami. Beliau sakit, harusnya tadi beliau membuka.
Semoga lekas sembuh. Semoga lekas sembuh. Sehat itu mahal soalnya.
Yes. Seperti itu. Right. Oke. Nanti kemudian saya akan kirimkan juga untuk peserta sertifikatnya. Terkhusus untuk Jerry, Triani, dan sopo meneh ya tadi yang bertanya. Alia hari Senin bisa temui Miss Isti untuk mendapatkan sesuatu.
Kasih bagus.
Kenapa
Keren
belum
nih.
di-announce? Karena saya juga baru mikir mau dikasih apa. Jadi, oke ya, nanti diingatkan ya, bawa KTM. Siapa tahu kalian mengaku-ngaku. So, thank you very much everyone for your active participation in today's PBI sharing session with Sahabat Teknologi DIY 2024 Berbagi. We hope the insights shared by our speakers have been valuable and will inspire you to incorporate technology effectively in your teaching practices in the future. So now on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to present thanks to Miss Laili and Miss Debbie. Thank you for having a hot sharing discussion for today. Kami berjanji tadi 90 menit, ternyata jadinya 120 menit. Mohon maaf ya, Bu Debbie sama Bu Leli. Jadi mengganggu waktu maghribnya ini. Kan di sana sudah hampir maghrib ya, Bu?
Belum.
Belum ya?
Bentar lagi.
Oke, once
Tadi saya
again.
sudah bilang sama muadzinnya.
Okay, once again, thank you for joining us for today. We really appreciate your time and enthusiasm. We look forward to seeing you at our next PBI sharing session lagi. Karena ini kalau bagi Bu Leli udah 2 kali, kalau Bu Debbie baru pertama ya.
Yeah.
Sharing session. So, okay, without further ado, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a wonderful day, everyone. Don't forget to download I will send it now. Don't forget to apa ini? Bisa nggak saya kirim ya di sini ya? Download the certificate for the partisipan kayaknya ada di sini. Sebentar ya. Sebentar. Nanti yang misalnya sudah keluar nih kan tadi kan ada 120. Ini tinggal 80-an, nanti bisa minta ke saya ya. Mudah-mudahan bisa.
Including the attendance list ya, mohon bantuannya.
Oh ya, kalau yang itu nanti bisa di-share di grup kelas kalau itu.
Okay,
ya.
thank you.
Alright, goodbye everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum
See you.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.